Hello there, Satnam. Happy Monday. Today we go back to the basics with a very famous Kundalini Yoga breath exercise, pranayam. Heart of gold is what you'll get, what you have already. The actual practice, this Kundalini classic, is called the meditation for a calm heart. Yes, this one, you know it. Let's look deeply at how to approach this practice, this beautiful practice, to really make the most out of it. So the basic instructions are as follows. Left hand at the center of your heart, and right hand in Gyan Mudra, the thumb is touching the index finger right around here. Eyes are either closed or almost closed, and if you can, look at the third eye point, but that's kind of up to you. Be very relaxed with the eyes, I would say. And then let's relax this for a moment. I'll talk about the posture in a second. You inhale very deeply or inhale fully. Hold the breath for as long as you can. Those are the instructions. Exhale fully and hold the breath out for as long as you can. Sorry for that noise. Um, Generally, when I'm asked to breathe very fully, I tend to do something like this. Like breathe extremely fully and then exhale very fully, using my navel point, using my belly until the lungs are completely empty, which sometimes makes sense, actually, because we want the prana to flow. We want to open our lungs up. We want to release any tension in the diaphragm. It's a very good thing to be able to do, to breathe so fully. However, this kind of breath also creates a bit of tension. And what we want to do with this meditation is to create a great sense of calm when we actually hold the breath. And we do it in a few ways. One thing is that when I practice this, I inhale kind of fully, but not all the way. It's like I very consciously instruct myself just a split second before I hold the breath to get calm, to be calm. And I do it physically by not breathing completely fully, but more something like this. And then by very consciously relaxing this whole area and just by consciously instructing myself, be calm. Yeah. So breathe fully, but not completely fully. And the same goes for the exhale. I certainly would use my navel point, like sit up very straight and very relaxed with a very straight spine, and use the navel point to expel the breath, to take it out, but don't go all the way. Otherwise, you create stress. Something like this. And then again, a split second before you finish the exhale, you instruct yourself to be very calm. And as is the case with many Kundalini Yoga practices, it's a very interesting balance between activating our parasympathetic and our sympathetic nervous system. It creates this kind of high frequency, high level balance between the two. The intense breathing, and it's still intense, even if we don't take it as extremely as we could, activates the sympathetic nervous system. And then both are very conscious instructions to self to be calm, and also this posture. Speak directly to the parasympathetic nervous system, so that which is responsible for our states of deep relaxation. And this is the balance, the fine line that we want to hold. Then the instructions are hold the breath for as long as you can, in and then out. Mm. Which is something you can do after you've practiced this for a while. But actually, I would begin it in a different way. I would actually count and try to equalize the length, the time that I hold the breath in and out. So what I do, and I do it every time that I practice this breath, at least for a while, even though I've been experimenting with it for years, is that I count to eight. When I count to eight, I actually use a mantra and I chant or innerly, that was German, I think, internally recite, excuse me, the mantra sa, ta, na, ma twice. So it's something like this. Internally, silently, and then exhale very calmly. and repeat. And then even in one sitting, as I practice for a longer period of time, I slowly or gradually slow down the count. So I'm still counting to 8 or reciting this mantra twice, but I'm slowing it down. Sa, da, na, ma, but still keeping the time equal. For each of us, or for most of us, it's usually easier either to hold the breath in or to hold the breath out. So we first want to equalize that. And then later on, you can simply do it for as long as you can. But first, I would do it like this and actually count to 4 as I inhale or recite the mantra once, and then 2 recitations, 2 repetitions as I hold the breath in, as I hold it out, inhale and exhale. 1 cycle of Satanama. Now let's talk quickly about the posture, and then let's practice already. So Kundalini Yoga is this very powerful technique. It's very transformative. My teacher had this funny thing that he used to say. He said, the tragedy of Kundalini Yoga is that it works. And what he meant by this kind of funny statement is that however you do it, like this, like that, like this, it's so powerful that somehow it works. However, if we want to get to the finer levels of this practice, we want to try to be kind of accurate, kind of exact with the posture. And then he taught me this very interesting trick regarding postures where we hold our hands somewhere in this part of our aura, close to the head. And it goes like this. Instead of looking at the mirror, either really looking at the mirror or even closing your eyes and feeling your posture from the inside, close your eyes and try this. Try to feel the relation between your hand, your mudra, the right hand, and the right ear. Try to sense the field between them. And then experiment with moving the hand ever so slightly, just maybe 1 millimeter forward or backward or toward the ear, until you find a position that feels right for you. And throughout the meditation, see if you can hold a bit of this awareness of the field, this part of the aura between your hand and your head and your ear. And then let's start. Correct your posture, sit up very straight, or on a chair if you're sitting on a chair. And then right hand in Gyan Mudra, the fingers are kind of straight. Close your eyes or almost close. And let's start with a very soft exhale. And then inhale deeply. Be very calm and hold the breath. Sa. And exhale softly. And hold the breath out. And inhale and continue. Let's continue for a few minutes. You practice this pranayama and I hold the space for you. As you inhale, instruct yourself to be very calm. As you hold the breath, slowly and softly recite the mantra and keep very consciously instructing yourself, each and every one of your muscles, to be very soft, very relaxed. Be aware of the space in between the syllables of the mantra and how you can extend it as you slow down. And you will notice that the moment your mind starts wandering, you'll immediately feel it in your breath. You can use your breath, I don't want to say to control the mind, but to to have your mind a bit more under your control, yes. And you can use your mind to instruct yourself. That's the best way to use the mind, to instruct yourself to go in meditation, to be very calm, to be silent. So do both. The moment your mind wanders, you'll feel the stress in your breathing. You won't be able to hold it for as long. If there's too much stress, then stop and just breathe very normally. Allow the breath to adjust itself, and then start over. Be aware of the sensation of your right hand, of the mudra, of the palm of the hand, and of its location without changing anything in relation to your ear, that part of your aura right around your head. Be aware of your left hand at the heart center, and that very sweet, very calming sensation of having your own hand touch your heart. Keep a bit of a soft attention throughout the exercise at the navel point, and allow this point to be the center of your posture to help you hold your posture very straight, very stable, and at the same time very soft. Allow everything to relax around your very straight posture. Shoulders, the jaw, the back. And slowly start experimenting with slowing down the repetition of the mantra. And being very, very present in the moments, in that space between syllables. Everything is happening in the now. It's not about the next inhale or the next exhale. It's just right now. Work with the smallest possible units, your count or the syllables of the mantra, and instruct yourself to relax. Very good. And either continue for as long as you want, or exhale softly and then inhale deeply. Hold it one last time. And very softly relax your hands, feel your fingers, relax the posture, and open your eyes. I found this meditation again. I've been teaching it, of course, for many years, but still I was taking a look at it's from the level 1 Kundalini Yoga teacher trainer manual, which for me is this very old book. And I was just browsing through it and remember this very, very beautiful, very basic practice that you can do actually any time of your day. Just go somewhere and do it. It's so simple and it's very profound. I hope that was helpful. I hope you can enjoy this meditation and experiment with it. I would love to hear from you. And wishing you again a happy Monday and a beautiful week. Until next time, Satnam.